The closer you are to the realm of truth, the closer you find yourself to God, by the way.
السلام عليكم يا أشاوس. توب جي بآخر بث مباشر هاجم ظاهرة الإلحاد، سلط الضوء على التناقض اللي عند الملحدين بالأدلة. بالوقت نفسه ما زالت الحملة الإعلامية المكثفة من طرف الماتريكس مستمرة، والحرب ما وقفت بل صارت أعنف، حيث قام اليوتيوب بحذف أكبر قناة ناقلة أخبار عن قضية الأخوتين المعروفة باسم BSN، واللي كانت بتحتوي على فوق ال1,000,000 مشترك. انحذفت مع كل المحتوى اللي فيها بكبسة زر. تفاصيل كتير رح يتم نشرها بالايام الجاية، اما حاليا رح خليكم مع الفيديو المترجم. كمل للاخر ولا تنسى الاشتراك بالقناة.
I like truth. I like living in the realm of truth. And the closer you are to the realm of truth, the closer you find yourself to God, by the way. Whenever you see somebody who says I'm an atheist, what they're saying is they don't live near truth. They live in delusions and lies, MSM garbage.
You know, I'm going to talk. Actually, I'm going to talk about atheism for a minute or two, because I used to be an atheist, sadly. I'm quite ashamed to admit that.
I think I have a video of you back when you were an atheist.
No, don't play that video. I know what video you're going to play. So anyway, when I was an atheist, I thought I was Mr. Smart, 22 years of age, no money. Thought I was a genius. No money, sleeping on a mattress on the floor. Tell people God's not real. Yeah, I was such a know-it-all. So yeah, there I was, the genius, sleeping on a mattress on the floor with no money. Couldn't pay my electricity bill. Yeah, I thought God wasn't real. I was told by Christians and Muslims alike that atheism is a cult of Satan. And I thought I was clever. Like I was like, it can't be a cult of Satan because atheists don't believe in Satan, blah, blah, blah. Like a retard. But now, if there is just one thing that proves that these people were right all along and atheism is a cult of Satan, it is how quickly atheists are happy to adopt an anti-scientific worldview if it furthers the work of Satan himself.
Tell me more.
So no, let me tell you more. I remember being an atheist. Couldn't pay my bills. Young broke Tristan thinking he's so smart. No. If I can't believe it or see it, it has to be scientifically verified. That's their whole worldview. I need to be able to see X, Y, and Z categorically in front of me. Scientific proof. I need this or I don't believe in it, right? There's a man who calls himself the Amazing Atheist. He had a big YouTube channel back in the day.
Whoa. How are you an amazing atheist?
Well, he's fat and super out of shape and obese. And his whole Twitter now is about how women can have and men can get pregnant.
Well, I thought he believed in his eyes.
Well, I know. Scientific empirical evidence. That was the big cry of the atheists years and years ago. And I think anyone who was smart and an atheist years ago has now come to God. And everyone else is still in the cult of Satan. It is a cult of Satan because every single atheist is a short, blue hair, loony, screaming, men can get pregnant, let's have 50 abortions, abortion is healthcare and doesn't hurt anyone, psychopath. So clearly, it was in fact a cult of Satan all along. I want to issue an apology. I want to issue an apology to a man named Jonathan. Do you remember Jonathan?
I do.
Jonathan. He was about 6'5", lived in Dunstable, the United Kingdom. He was a Jehovah's Witness, and he used to knock on my door, and I used to invite him in for coffee because we used to have some interesting discussions. And I remember telling him, nah, this whole God thing, not for me, bro. I'm really smart. I'm an atheist. Welcome to my flat where I can't pay the electricity bill. Young Tristan, the idiot. And Jonathan used to tell me atheism was a cult of Satan. And I laughed at Jonathan. Jonathan, if you're listening, Jonathan from Dunstable, the Jehovah's Witness, who was knocking on the apartments in Watling Gardens, trying to convert people and bring them to the truth of Jesus Christ. We may have obviously differences in our Christian denominations, but you were trying to bring me to the truth of Christ, and I did not listen then. I officially apologize to you, Jonathan. Atheism is a cult of Satan.
We have to go back. How are you an amazing atheist?
No, have you seen him?
No, but I haven't even seen him, but I'm just going to apply logic to this. To be amazing, it's very hard to be amazing for just not believing in something. How are you amazing when God doesn't love you? I'm an amazing, I denounce God. You make an enemy of the most powerful force, which is completely you couldn't even fathom it with your human mind. It can't even be understood. You make an enemy of that force, and you think that makes you amazing? If I put my hands around your little neck, oh, sorry.
He looks exactly
fat neck.
He looks exactly like you.
Squeezing the life out of you. And you'd end up praying to God. And he'd say, no, you don't believe in me. Sorry, G. I'm the only one who could stop Top G from ending you right now.
He looks exactly like
you've been running your mouth.
That's what he looks like. Exactly like you think.
You know the worst thing about atheists? Put him on the submarine. What was it? Deep sea stupid thing. Down Titanic. Yeah. Guarantee he'd pray when the lights go out.
Yeah, and
he'd be praying.
Yeah.
When the lights go out, he'd be like, I'm sorry, God. If you just let me off. Everyone at home knows one of these situations where you're like, God, if you just let me out of this one thing, I promise, if you just let me out of jail, I'll shut up on emergency meetings.
Yeah. Your wife caught you cheating. You're praying.
Just let me out of this one, God. He would be saying to God, please, I won't be an atheist anymore. Make the submarine work.
Yeah.
So there's no such thing as an atheist when things get real.
And he's obsessed with the idea of female.
I challenge him to combat.
Okay.
Let's settle it old-fashioned.
Fair enough.
Me and him, bare knuckle, no rules. And we're going to work out if God is real or not.
Good idea.
Because if God's not real, I don't have any advantage over him, right? I believe in the power of God will ensure that I destroy him absolutely and completely. But he's an amazing atheist. Ooh, amazing.
See, but we're focusing on
the monkeys.
We're focusing on this one guy, Andrew. I'm telling you, all atheists have given into this cult of Satan. All of them. Besides Richard Dawkins, one. Grumpy old English man. At least he stuck to his guns. I'll give him that credit. At least he stuck to his guns. But besides him, there's now one atheist left in the world. I've met one person. I know of one man who's actually an atheist. One. And no one else is. Because every single other person, from your mate, Neil deGrasse Tyson.
The world needs God. If you don't wake up now as an intelligent person looking around you saying, the world needs God sooner than ever. We need him urgently. Then there's something wrong with your brain, because only God can fix the mess we are currently in, where truth is no longer truth, where lies are purported and pushed to the point and issues are conflated at such a level that you can't even discern the argument you're having about anything anymore. You need God. God is the only thing that can preserve your human experience. Someone on Twitter, I can't remember who, said something. X. Sorry, Elon. Someone said something very interesting. And it was talking about a debate between Christianity and Islam, which I do not want to do because I believe we're all brothers and I believe we're all on the right side. But he said something super interesting. And I can't remember who it was, but he said, when you see a movie about a post-apocalyptic Christian society, America, England, whatever, law breaks down. It is like the purge. People are destroying each other without remorse or recourse. But when you see a post-apocalyptic Islamic society, which exists right now, thanks to the West.
Thanks, Obama.
Thanks to us fixing 9/11, I guess, somehow.
Bringing freedom, spreading democracy.
Spreading democracy, but by destroying farmers in some country 4,000 miles away. When you see a post-apocalyptic Islamic society, they still have family. They still pray.
Yeah.
They still care about each other. There's no purge. I'm not saying that's perfect, but it's certainly a very interesting and astute observation that if Christianity cannot preserve morality without the threat of law, then what is Christianity at all? I mean, you're not going to debate about this. I'm just trying to make an overall view. But my point is, the worse things get, the more we need God.
Yeah.
And if you're going to sit and say you're an amazing atheist and you believe that atheism is somehow going to be the solution to the world, then you are worse than dumb. You are genuinely evil.
Yeah, he's one of the priests in the cult of Satan. By the way, I think all these mosquitoes today were officially sent by Bill Gates and they're genetically engineered. That's what I think. That's my theory.
Is that true?
I've got a study.
You got a study?
Yeah, I've consulted an expert.
All right, let me drink my 18th coffee and let me smoke loads of cigar and I'm going to activate my highly advanced Aikido maneuvers. And if a mosquito comes anywhere near me on camera, I'm going to snatch it from the sky and snap its neck.
Good idea.
Do mosquitoes believe in God or are they atheists?
لا تنسوا اللايك والاشتراك لتوصلكم تحديثات اندرو تيت اول باول بشكل حصري. تبعوا حالكم ضلوا بخير سلام.